The goal tonight was to, attack and be aggressive from the very start. And I think that maybe in the beginning of the game we were a little bit too hyped up, made some mistakes defensively, but it really shows the resiliency of our team on the first play of the game to give up 70 or whatever yard touchdown. And from that time on, play the way we played. I think this was a great team win for us. Offensively, we controlled the line of scrimmage. Our offensive line did a fantastic job, and Trent obviously did a really good job of running it. Eddie was a little banged up, so we didn't play him a lot, in the game. Defensively, once we settled down after the first couple drives, I thought we played a lot better. We made some adjustments, played a lot more zone. They were running crossing routes and picking us, and just didn't have the poise we needed to do to execute, so we played zone and played a lot better and got a better pass rush, and I think that was a real key for us. The sacks before the half, when we needed to make plays, we always made them. So the big thing we want to do as a team is continue to improve, and like I said to the players afterwards, it's a great win. This is a hard place to play. Florida's a great program. Will Muschamp is doing a fantastic job with this team, and they played hard out there, and they were really ready to play. And it was a real challenge to overcome that in the beginning. But, I was really pleased with the way our guys competed for 60 minutes in the game and just kept playing and playing. And that's the way you got to play on the road, and showed a lot of maturity to be able to overcome the adversity that we created for ourselves in the beginning of the game. So really proud. AJ did a really good job out there today managing the game, some real tough crowd noise. But got us in the right play, did the right thing, and made some plays in the passing game when we needed to. So there's obviously lots of things that we can do better, but this is about as good as it gets for us to be able to come on the road and get a big win like this at a tough place to play against a good Florida team. Played great. Did a great job in pass rush, big play interception, running back for a touchdown. But I think this was a great team win. I don't think that you could single out one player, and I don't think that you would go in the locker room and single out one player. And I'm talking about the coaching staff. I'm talking about everybody in our organization. I'm talking about our fans that were here and supported our team. I'm talking about everybody that's on our team. Did a fantastic job, and this was a great team win. And I would hesitate to single out just about anybody because everybody did a fantastic job. Well, in the second quarter, things were getting a little emotional. They got 2 personal fouls. Guy hit him in the head, so he got a little excited about it. I told him I didn't want to come and pull the guy off. I said, I don't feel like coming and pulling the guy off of you, AJ. You got to settle down.
Talk about the wall you created up front against their run game.
Well, we did a really good job against the run. We've done a pretty good job against it all year. I thought our guys did a really good job of executing on the perimeter, not letting their speed outflank us. And they did a really good job. They did a good job in the beginning of the game with some of their formations. They came out with 2 tight ends, which we really hadn't practiced much at all. Didn't have very many calls. It was 2 tight ends and 2 backs when they hit the long pass. We always see something a little bit different, and our guys did a good job of adjusting to it, but we really played the run well. And those 2 guys they're a handful now with their speed and their explosive ability. And, you miss one tackle on those guys, and they can be out the gate. We gave up a few too many big play passes. Didn't do well on 3rd down in the beginning of the game. I think on their, next drive when they went down and kicked a field goal, we had them 3rd down, 3rd and 7 plus 3 times, and, they converted every time. So. But after that, we did a much better job on 3rd down. Well, he did a fantastic job, but I'm going to tell you, he'd be the first one to tell you that they did a pretty good job of blocking him up front. He did a great job of running and executing, but I think he'll be the first one to tell you that the offensive line did a really good job.
Nick, I won't ask if you think you're the best in America, because I don't think you'll answer it, but do you think you're the most...
Why would you ask?
Well, I'm asking,
when I know Terry's going to tell me no, I don't even ask. I learned that.
do you think that you're the most accountable team?
No, I can't make any comparisons to our team to anybody else. I haven't seen all these people play. I've seen LSU play a couple times because they're in our league, and I think they have a fantastic team. And, you know, one of these days we'll play, but we got to take our games one game at a time. And I haven't even seen Oklahoma play, so I can't make any comparisons to what our team is. All I'm concerned about is our team to continue to improve so that we can get better as a team, which I think is real critical to being successful.
Hey, can you talk about your offensive line, the way they performed against the Florida defense that came into this game with really good numbers?
Well, I think Florida has a really good defense, and I think they're athletic. And, you know, Will's doing a really good job. I think the team is playing with a lot of toughness and certainly giving tremendous effort. I think our offensive line just did a good job, mostly with the rec runs, running at them. And, you know, I think they got wore down a little bit in the game, and maybe that's, you know, I mean, obviously when you get better players and you can rotate guys in there, you got a better chance to do that. But our offensive line really controlled the line of scrimmage well today, and I think that was a real key for us. And I think when you play at places like this, and I know everybody would like to see us throw for 400 yards, and maybe we could, but those plays are hard to execute. And when you play on the road, you know, it helps when you're under center, and it helps when you have balance and you can run the ball. And I think that helped us a lot today, and I think it helped us a lot when we played at Penn State. And I think playing that road game early in the year really helped A.J. to be able to manage the game here today.
You held a good rushing offense to 15 net yards. How'd you do that?
Excuse me?
You held a good rushing offense to 15 net yards rushing.
Well, you know, I've talked about it already I thought we did a really good job up front. We've done a good job of playing the run all year. I think we did a good job in the back end of, you know, keeping run support, keeping leverage. We worked very, very hard on that this week. And our players just did a great job of executing, but we controlled the line of scrimmage and on both sides of the ball. And that was a key to the game.
Two more.
Coach, were there any significant injuries, and how close was CJ to play?
Excuse me?
Were there any significant injuries, and how close was CJ to play? Close.
CJ is day to day, week to week. I'm hopeful that he'll be better this week and be able to do some practicing. But they didn't give me an injury report when I came in here, but I don't know that we have anybody that's injured.
One more.
Coach, how important was it until the defense got the problems straightened out for the offense to keep pace, to have the long drive, and then I guess the return by Mays?
Well, I think that's why this is a team game. And I've said it before, there's going to be a day when our defense is not playing very well and our offense is going to have to control the game. And today was the day, especially in the beginning of the day and in the beginning of the game. And, you know, first drive was a great drive, even though we just, you know, didn't really, you know, get it in. But did a good job of moving the ball and controlling it. So, you know, I was really pleased with, you know, the way our offense handled the situation, handled the noise, and was able to execute. And A.J. was smart about watching the shot clock, and, you know, it cost us a couple timeouts, but he did the right thing, especially in the first half. So that was a real key, and I think the offense's execution is what set the tempo for this game. Our defensive players were a little out of sorts in the beginning of this game. Nothing that Florida did, but I think maybe a little bit too hyped up. And I think the anxiety kind of got them, you know, playing on edge a little bit. But once they settled down, I thought we played a lot better.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.